In the quiet town of Brookhaven, Georgia, Sheriff Daniel Carter was a symbol of honor and trust, earning the admiration of neighbors and the respect of colleagues. Married to his high school sweetheart, Linda, 46, and father to their son, Matthew, 19, Daniel seemed to embody the perfect family man. But beneath the polished badge and reputation lay a secret that would devastate his family and community alike. Linda Carter had long sensed that something in her marriage was changing. Daniel was spending more nights away from home, citing late patrols and emergency calls. His phone was glued to his hand, and when Linda asked, he brushed her off with vague excuses. The truth came to light one evening during a community fundraiser at the Brookhaven Fire Hall. Linda noticed Daniel exchanging prolonged glances with a woman she didn't recognize. The woman, Elena Ramirez, 30, was a dispatcher at the local station. She was striking, confident, and far too familiar with Daniel for Linda's comfort. When Linda confronted her husband after the event, he denied any wrongdoing, but Linda's doubts only grew stronger. Weeks later, while cleaning out Daniel's laundry, she discovered a receipt for a hotel room in his pocket. The date matched a night he had told her he was working overtime. At the next town gathering, Linda chose to expose the truth. With dozens of neighbors present, she raised her voice. "To everyone here who thinks my husband is a hero, let me tell you, he's been sleeping with Elena Ramirez right under my nose." Gasps erupted. Daniel froze, his face pale beneath the fluorescent lights. Elena stood in the corner, unfazed, her lips curling into a defiant smile. The once proud Carter family image was shattered in an instant. The scandal spread quickly. Daniel was forced to take a leave of absence, while Linda locked herself away, humiliated and enraged. Elena, meanwhile, seemed to thrive in the chaos, showing up at the Carters' home uninvited. On the night of August 14th, 23, tensions exploded. Linda awoke to the sound of voices downstairs. She crept to the landing and saw Daniel and Elena arguing in the living room. Elena's voice was sharp, accusing Daniel of stringing her along. Daniel pleaded with her to keep their relationship quiet, warning that his career and his marriage were on the line. Suddenly, the shouting turned violent. Linda heard a crash, then silence. When she rushed downstairs, she found Elena sprawled on the floor, blood pooling beneath her head. A broken whiskey decanter lay nearby. Daniel stood frozen, his hands trembling. "Linda, it's not what it looks like," he stammered, but the scene told its own story. Police arrived minutes later, alerted by neighbors who had overheard the fight. Daniel was taken into custody, his badge stripped from him on the spot. Linda, though devastated, insisted she had only witnessed the aftermath. The investigation revealed that Elena had threatened to expose Daniel's affair publicly unless he left his wife. Forensics confirmed the decanter was the weapon, but fingerprints from both Daniel and Elena covered it. Without clear evidence of intent, prosecutors debated whether the death was murder or an accident. Under questioning, Daniel broke down. "I didn't mean to hurt her," he confessed. "She pushed me. I pushed back, she fell. I panicked." The confession sealed his fate. Daniel Carter, once Brookhaven's most trusted lawman, was charged with manslaughter and obstruction of justice for attempting to wipe the weapon clean. He received a 15-year sentence. Linda filed for divorce soon after, unable to reconcile the betrayal and the violence. Their son Matthew, once proud of his father's uniform, cut ties completely. Brookhaven was left reeling. The sheriff they had admired was now a prisoner, and the community's sense of safety was fractured. Detective Hannah Cole, reflecting on the case, remarked, "Affairs don't just destroy marriages. In this case, they destroyed a family, a career, and a community's trust. The uniform may inspire respect, but underneath it, there can still be devastating secrets."